So this Elysium is very much a political thriller, is what we're calling it. We've done a show in the past. We're doing something very much in the modern times. It's a show that is set a few years in our future. It's kind of a worst-case scenario, if you will, with the current climate and the state of things in this country. If it all goes as it's going, where do we find ourselves, really? And that's kind of where it's set.
But it sounds very topical. It's one of those that gets your brain thinking quite a lot. And Rebekah, you've come on board for Halcyon Room, and you haven't worked with them before. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So I only came back into acting last year. I started doing a bit with Act Up North, and then I'd spoken with Scott on the back of his success, and I was like, I'd like to just come and help and do some producing as well. And then he was like, I'll do you one better. I'm going to put you in this play. So
and is it your face on the poster for the show? So you really, Scott's really put you out there. It's a brilliant poster. It's a really, it's this like blue shaded picture of your face, and it's one of those where you look at it and you can just tell that there's a huge story behind what's going on here.
I think that kind of was the intention. When I had the idea for the poster, what I knew was whoever was going to lead it, I was like, that is the face. Because it is about her. The character's name is Rose, played by Becky, and we follow her throughout the whole thing. She's caught up in this world and this plot, and very much wanted her to be half her face shrouded in darkness, what's going on there, and also illuminated by blue specifically. The blue light is very specific to the plot. So
what kind of angle were you taking when you were creating the piece of work, trying to get people to think a little bit more, or just trying to... You said before it's the worst case scenario.
I think when writing it, obviously I have my own political stances, but I didn't want to make something that was alienating to either side. The world is kind of the backdrop, and the plot itself involves an activist group, but inside this group, it's less about people's political agendas or their sides, and more there is an issue at hand. In this, it's the climate. They are an environmental activist group, and there is an election happening for a new leader. Now, each leader has the same goal. They want to achieve the same things in the country, but they both have very different ways of going about it. So it's more like it's not a left versus right thing, if you will. It's more of like an infighting. We all have the same goal. We all have different ways of going about it. So it's more how do we discuss those things between each other, and trying to find the differences between us and trying to come together to find, the ideal way of getting to our goal. Really.
Kind of follow Rose's journey throughout the thing. I would say that the audience and Rose kind of have a lot of the same feelings and thoughts throughout the play. And I think it kind of watching Rose's journey kind of invites the audience to look at how they're dealing with our current world and what's going on, and see how their role can play a part as well.
Rose has her own goal in the plot, but is thrust into this world and around these people that are dealing with these issues that we all face. So Rose very much is the audience insert, if you will.
Is this the second production that you guys have done? Yes. And last year, I believe you were nominated for some awards. Is that right?
We were, yeah. Incredibly humbled by it. We had a sold-out show. It was 2 nights. We had a sold-out run, and we were nominated for Best Play and also for the Audience Choice as well. So very happy with that.
Yeah, and so going forwards, obviously, you're working on Elysium now. Will you be taking Elysium further, or are you going to be coming up with some other... Have you got any other plans?
I like to keep moving. I like to keep moving on to the next thing. That being said, we did Black Spring last July, but every January, the King's Arms, where we performed Black Spring, do like a Best of the Fringe thing. So we did do that with Black Spring. We may do that again with Elysium. But after the Fringe, after this run, there's no immediate plans to take the show anywhere else. We always like to keep moving. We have a little plan for something for the Christmas time as well.